I'm back. Hi and welcome back to the Polymer Clay channel. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Today I'm going to show you how to make a compact mirror. So here we go. Thanks for watching the tutorial. So I hope you enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun making it and just kind of working out how things go and you know what would work. I had to wait a long time for the hinges that I used, which is why there was a delay, and I'm also waiting for something else so I can finish off another video. So it's all been a bit tricky lately, but these things do happen when you make things out of polymer clay, because sometimes there are things you just cannot make. So without further ado, here we go. Now I've actually put some hand cream on the actual mirrors, so I haven't got to worry about where I put it and then you'll see the camera and all that. Just makes it more complicated for me to film. So I'll put that on it for now so that you can have a look at the actual design, and then when I take some glamour shots at the end, you'll be able to see it properly. So I'm going to show you this. So all nice and close up, like I always do. All the way round. I just used a stamp for this. Now the texture mat that I used is actually in sort of cake baking kind of sections, you know, how to decorate cakes, and it's a really good area of like Amazon to look for things for polymer clay. One, they don't cost as much money, and two, they have some absolutely amazing patterns, and I will link this one in the description because it is absolutely my favourite. So little close up here, and I used pink, and then I used gold mica powder, and I'll go this side as well so you can see nice and close up what that side looks. Now I want them to have sort of different colours. I want them to have sort of like, I mean, yes, you could call these clashing colours I suppose, but I do like the coral and pink sort of design. I just love it how it looks. And then on the back there's a full design of both of them, and I used the same pattern for both of them. So now this hinge, because I made it thicker than I should have done and the hinge wasn't quite as big enough, it doesn't close. So I've learnt something there. However, it does stand up really quite nicely on a table, just like that. So it's actually quite a nice idea. So it kind of sits like this, and it has sort of like, you could put jewellery there if you wanted to, or rings or something like that. Now what you could actually do is have two types of mirrors in here. So you could have a normal mirror, and then you could have a mirror that is like more magnified, so that would work, and you could just turn them over and you could have whichever you wanted. I personally like to hold a mirror like this, so you've got something plenty to hold on to, and then you've got something to look into as well. So I quite like that, but if I did make another one, I'd probably buy a bigger hinge so it had more of a kind of area where you'd be able to put some sort of decoration in. I bought these ones, I mean I've got loads of them, so I'm gonna have to practice on this one I think, but the concept is really good. The other thing that I thought of that I would do is next time I would make these areas flat, so that they kind of sit more flush with each other. So that's another thing that I would do. So at the moment they're both rounded. It is secure, so how I've done it, I've sandwiched the hinge between two of the colours like that, and it works. The only thing I don't like about it is it doesn't close, but to be honest with you, I mean, I'm cool with that. I've never seen this made before, and I thought I'm going to do something with these mirrors that keep popping up in my drawers. I've got one more left, so I might give another one a try. I have done a mirror before. I will link that in the description as well, because they are really fun to make. Now, a lot of people do ask, when I make things with mirrors, do they go in the oven? So I bake on a very low temperature. It's 75 degrees Celsius or 100 degrees Celsius, and I think that equates to 165 or 7 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that is very low, but I like to do it lower for longer rather than hotter for shorter, because it means everything was fine. Now I actually baked it with the hand cream on it as well, because I noticed sometimes in the reflection when I was doing my videos you could see as well, which just deflects from what I'm actually making. So that was actually fine as well. And when I got them out of the oven, they were absolutely fine. As you can see, there are no problems with the mirrors at all. If you are concerned, you can cover them slightly with, say, tin foil, or you can tent them. I tend not to, because I bake mine at a very, very low temperature, so I know for a fact they're not going to like damage or anything like that. But honestly, this is something you've got to give a try. Even if you made it so that it was just one and then it sort of hung up somewhere, or you could put something on here to hold it with, like there was pop sockets. You could probably get a pop socket to hold on to it, something like that. I mean, that would be quite cool as well. But I love doing stuff like this because it's unusual, it's not something that I've seen anywhere else, and it's something that I can develop. So although this doesn't close, which I'm not bothered about to be honest, but you could make it so that it did. All you'd need is just a bigger hinge there, and so it had more of a gap, or you could make it thinner. So these parts here at the moment are quite thick, and obviously because there's 2 layers, it is going to be thicker. And I didn't think of that to start off with. But next time I do one of these, I think I will. And I'll see if I can actually get it to close, because I think that would also be cooler. Now, this is heavier than what a normal compact would be, because it's got polymer clay on it. And polymer clay can have a tendency to be a little bit heavy, particularly if there's like several layers. So yeah, that's the only thing I could say about this. But you know what? I find it really fascinating that this is made into now something that is completely usable, and also the mirrors are safe. So I had these, as I said before, these mirrors in a drawer, and I'm a bit funny. If mirrors don't have, you know, protection on them, or, you know, like a frame or something, I always worry they're going to break somehow. And I have got a few around the place, and I really do need to secure them somewhere so that they like don't break. I don't need that bad luck. So yeah, just one more look at the actual decoration itself. Like I said, absolutely love this pattern. It's really, really pretty. I've had a few of my own little decorations in there, a few dots and things like that. And then on the outside I did something a bit more different. So here was a dot, as I did it with my dotting tool, and then I filled it with another ball of clay and then flattened it, which I thought is a really nice effect. My usual dots are here, and I think somewhere else there's another one of these. Where is it? I'm sure I did another one. Yeah, I did, it's right here. Right on the bottom there. And it feels kind of like a gap. So if you've got a pattern that doesn't sort of complete it fully, you can add a bit here and there, but you just have to be careful not to flatten it too much. But you can just fill a little design with a hole, and then fill it with a ball, and then squash it, and it just fills that area, and then it doesn't look so plain. So this is how you create a compact mirror, almost, with polymer clay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. I mean, these... What on the earth was that? You probably didn't hear it, but it sounded really loud. A lot of people do ask when I think... A lot of people do ask when I bake things... No. As I... So, this is how you create an almost compact mirror? Should we say almost compact? Well, that was hard work. I don't know why, but it's September now and it's bloomin' hot. I don't get it. What else am I going to say? Oh yeah, subscribe! Can you do all those nice things like write a comment, subscribe, like, and if you want, you can also join my channel. Anyway, see you later, bye!